tonight we celebrate a TV show that when it was on our screens was simply too good to miss.
That was a must-watch show on television. On Sunday night, Spitting Image, that will do for me.
I feel good, Harry.
Yeah.
I feel really good.
Spitting Image would come on, and that would be the last little bit of fun that you could wring out of the weekend.
Classic! Candy and
silly and rude. Mainly it was just rude.
Hello? Up there you are!
It made politics accessible.
It was a hugely politically powerful programme.
More peas, dear.
We'll look back at some of our favourite Spitting Image characters.
David Coleman.
Astonishing.
His puppet was brilliant.
Roy Hadsley spitting. Roy Hadsley having a mouth like a bird bath.
You could tell it was an age in which nobody got sent to the tower.
Anyone fancy a game of Mr. Wobble hides his helmet?
You always felt that actually that's what the Queen Mother was really like. Oh, come and get your bully.
That's the bullseye.
And we'll find out what the stars themselves made of it.
No, I hated it.
I'd like to inspect your bags, please, sir. Certainly.
I went cold. I thought, no, they can't do me. And didn't think it was all that funny suddenly.
I was so flattered. I was thrilled, you know.
So sit back and enjoy the rudest, the funniest, the best ever Spitting Image.
Yes, viewers, we have got a cracking show for you tonight, celebrating one of the funniest shows ever seen on British television, Spitting Image.
Hey, Dick, show 'em one of your impersonations.
No.
Go on.
No.
Go on, do your Thatcher.
Oh, okay then. Like kangaroo testicles, yummy. Have yous got any more, like?
No, not Carol Thatcher.
Oh, all right, okay. Anyone need a coup organising, and can I do like the helicopters?
No, not Mark Thatcher. I mean Margaret Thatcher.
Oh.
Longest-serving Prime Minister of modern times.
Oh, no, I can't do her.
Of course you can.
No, I can't.
You can.
I can't.
You can.
All right, then. This lady is nae for toning, like, you know.
(1984). The miners were striking and Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan were both entering their second terms in office. It was against this backdrop that Spitting Image rudely burst onto our TV screens.
I can't remember in my lifetime a government that was disliked as much. So yeah, it certainly came at the right time.
Well, so long, honey bun. What a fine-looking woman. Pity I'm only screwing her country.
We set out essentially to make people laugh and to make them think and to say what we felt people were feeling.
And in an era when the House of Commons was a living, breathing Punch and Judy show of its own, Spitting Image was never short of larger-than-life characters to make fun of.
What Spitting Image did was to say, this is one side, the blues. This is the other side, the reds. And they're going to knock hell out of each other, and we're going to get some fun out of it.
But whether they loved it or loathed it, most MPs rarely missed an episode of Spitting Image.
Our reaction was a mixture of horror and excitement. And from there onwards, week by week, everybody was watching it. And everybody in the House of Commons was hoping that they would be in it and that they would be portrayed in a favourable light.
Some MPs even seemed to revel in the way Spitting Image portrayed them.
You wouldn't hit someone with glasses.
Nice one, Norman.
All right. You've done it now.
Tebbit was terrific. I mean, that was a really obvious piece of characterisation.
All right, I give in.
We just had him as a boot boy.
When were you last in an NHS hospital for, let's say, concussion or...
Skinhead who came in and hit people. And we felt that was politically true, didn't we?
Yes. I always felt that the jobs I was given to do in politics required someone who was willing to take on the big guys.
Norman, send in the Chancellor, will you?
Yes, leader.
I was the little guy that took the bullies on and sorted them.
Norman!
Yes, leader.
I gradually got to be rather fond of my puppet, actually. I thought he was a rather good chap.
Anyway, mustache, I've got a window at 3.
What we're gonna do is soak the rich. And here's the man who's gonna do it, Roy Hattersley.
One of the most famous political characters was an MP who really put the spit into Spitting Image.
They would be very good at taking one physical thing that appeared to be true and really highlighting it, like Roy Hattersley spitting, Roy Hattersley having a mouth like a bird bath.
Well, Robin, the risk of being clobbered with a £10...
I've lived with his sibilance for all my life, and I take it for granted. It was intrinsically funny, and somebody who can't take that joke ought to be, well, not in politics.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the hairspray.
Say that again.
Couldn't get the hairspray.
And on this bit?
Hairspray.
That'll do nicely.
By the time you've seen Spitting Image a few times, you start to think it definitely is true. And in fact, when Roy Hattersley then appears on telly, in your mind, he seems to be spitting.
You do occasionally get this little bit of saliva that pops out, and it's, of course, also from public speaking. You've got a natural way of speaking and a rhythm that allows that to be emphasised.
Did you never feel it was a sin to mock the afflicted?
No, I thought you were a politician and deserved it.
That was my view too, actually.
Politicians may not always have liked Spitting Image, but one thing's for sure, it turned many of them into instant TV stars and brought politics to the masses in a way unseen before or since.
I would say that there's a whole generation of children who got almost in all their political knowledge from Spitting Image, that people could actually name the Home Secretary, the Foreign Secretary. They'll say, oh, he's the one who looks like a caterpillar or an ice cream cone or whatever. And that's got to be good, I think.